Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be ranking holiday movie tropes. A lot of these are from Hallmark movies, and Hallmark movies are kind of known for being cheesy and all kind of having the same plot. However, I don't think tropes are necessarily a bad thing. In some ways, you might say tropes kind of define a genre. Like, would it really be a cheesy Christmas movie without one of these tropes? I don't know. I'm excited but also nervous for this because I have not thought at all about where these are going to go. Let's go over the tiers. For my tiers, we're having like a Christmas theme, obviously. Like the top being a snow globe. Like snow globes are magical, they're Christmassy, just like these tropes should be. The next tier, we have hot chocolate. Gives you like a warm, cozy, comforting feeling. You love it, you have it every year, it never really gets old. The third tier is stocking stuffer. These would probably be more like tropes that you expect, and they're fine and they're good, but they're not like great. Like fuzzy socks and lip balms are probably my go-to stocking stuffers because it's like, okay, well, no one's gonna complain about having fuzzy socks or like having lip balm, but it's not really something that anyone is probably like asking for, and they're not gonna be like so hyped to receive it. You know what a stocking stuffer is. Okay, next tier is fruit cake. It's there, but nobody really wants it to be there. I've actually never even seen a fruitcake in real life, but it's just so Christmassy. Like, fruitcake, Christmassy. And finally, the lowest tier, lump of coal. No explanation needed. Honestly, I feel like we should just jump in and get started. Okay, I'm nervous. The first holiday movie trope, amnesia accident. Wait, I don't even know. I always love the idea of ranking things, and then I get here and I'm like, truly, I have no idea like what my opinion is on anything. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I think. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I feel. Amnesia accident. Definitely like on the lower end. I would say probably between like fruitcake and stocking stuffer. I'm gonna put it in fruitcake. The last movie I remember having this trope is that Lindsay Lohan Netflix movie where she's like a rich bitch and she gets into a skiing accident and loses her memory, and like I think the guy who maybe just like works at or owns the ski lodge is like, I don't know, they like fall in love. Like it's kind of nice because you get a fresh start, but I don't love the idea of like finding your true love when you've like forgotten your entire life, basically. I mean, like, yes, good for her because she was like a bad person and then this gave her the chance to be a good person. But overall, yeah, I feel like I don't love the idea of like an amnesia accident. Okay, the next trope is an awkward first encounter. I kind of want to just put this in like stocking stuffer. Like I don't really feel strongly about it either way. On one hand, an awkward first encounter makes the two characters seem really real. And to some extent, it's like, hey, we can only go up from here. On the other hand, it's kind of super magical and sweet to have like a meet cute. But yeah, I don't really feel strongly about it either way. So we're going to put it in stocking stuffer. Like if it's there, great. If it's not, I'm not going to miss it. Okay, the next trope, big city meets small town. This is like the Hallmark movie trope. And you know what? Honestly, it's going in hot chocolate. From my perspective, I hate the corporate world. And to some extent, I don't like this trope when it's someone who like actually enjoys their job and is like really good at it, and then they leave it all for like us to like work in a small town bakery or something. However, I think most of the time they don't love their corporate job. And I am all for leaving like your fast-paced corporate life and just like slowing down in a small town. I talked about this Netflix movie Christmas Inheritance in my last video, and it's like big city girl set to inherit a company, goes to a small town, and like just spends a week like slowing down, making cookies. But at the end, she does go back and like take over the company. In general, I feel like I am pro quit your job, move to a quiet little town and like open a bakery or like work in a bookstore. Like I love that vibe. Next trope, a seasonal baking contest. I'm also going to put this in hot chocolate. I love baking things, especially at Christmas time. I like organize the whole cookie making day for my family, and like I make pies for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's just so fun and peaceful. In my fridge right now, I used leftover cranberry sauce that I made on Thanksgiving, and I made these like sugar cookie bars with like a cranberry sauce filling, because it's basically like cranberry jam. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're almost gone. And I was literally contemplating buying more cranberries to make more cranberry sauce just to make these cookies. And I was like, no, that would be crazy. Use a different jam. All of this to say, I do love the vibes. Nothing like visually indicates Christmas more than like decorating Christmas cookies or like building a gingerbread house or just like something cozy like that. Baking is so cozy to me. Okay, next trope, changing career paths. Oh, wait. Okay, so I think I typed these out differently than I had them in my like Google Doc. I think the big city meets small town was referring to two people like in a couple, like one is from a big city, one is from a small town. And then changing career paths is what I thought big city meets small town was. Changing career paths is like quitting your job in the big city to like go work in a bakery. Okay, well, I still feel confident where I put these. So take everything I said for big city meets small town, put that onto changing career paths. So now I will talk about big city meets small town. All I have to say is the stereotype in these movies is the person from the big city is like go, go, go. They never take a break. They're like very like obviously work focused. Like their job is their life. Their job is their life. And they never take a break to like slow down and be grateful for the people around them. And the small town person is the complete opposite, you know. They value people more than like money, and their job is not the center of their life, and maybe they like volunteer and stuff. It's kind of like opposites attract, and I do believe that opposites attract. Should I move that one up? No, this is a good tier. This is A tier. Okay, sorry for the mix up. I'm gonna really try to like zone in moving forward. Kind of a similar vibe. Corporate big shot wants to close local business. I'm putting this in lump of coal. This is assuming that the corporate big shot is having like a romance with maybe the local business owner or like a member of the town, because I don't think you can come back from that. And if you are the type of person who's like, I want my giant company to close and take over this local business, like I don't think you can come back from that. I don't think you're a good person, and I don't want you to find a happy relationship. So this is gonna be in lump of coal. Okay, next trope, enemies to lovers. No hesitation. I actually have a whole thesis on this, so buckle up. I love enemies to lovers when it's in like a fantasy. They're like genuine enemies. Maybe they're like on opposite sides of a war or like raging kingdoms. You know, something like an outside force is genuinely like keeping them apart. They're like literal enemies. And it's like, do I choose between you or my kingdom? Like enemies to lovers in a Christmas movie would be like your coworker that you hate because he's just too hot. Or like you own a bakery and he's the owner of the rival bakery. It's like, that could be okay, but it's like you're not enemies. You're just strangers. Like the reason you don't like each other is because you don't know each other, and the second you get to know each other, you like each other. Enemies is when you know each other and you hate each other. Enemies to lovers is the cruel prince. Like they hate each other for real. My final statement is you can't do enemies to lovers in a Christmas movie. So lump of coal. Okay, next one. Blue collar guy used to be super successful. This is like that trope where, you know, maybe it's a girl and maybe she's going to a small town and it's like the blue collar guy who like cuts trees for the local inn or something like super niche like that. And she's like, oh, he's just a woodcutter. Like he wouldn't understand. But then it comes out that he actually used to be like the CEO of a huge company in New York City. But he left it all to come cut wood in this small town. It really tells the girl like a lot about him. I'm gonna put this in fruitcake. Like, again, I'm never gonna be mad at someone for quitting their job, but like, how much is it really bringing to the story? Like, that's in the past. Okay, let's be in the present, please. I just want to say, because I feel like it's gonna get messed up soon, the pattern I have going on the screen right now is so good so far. Like, it alternates horizontally and vertically. That's crazy. I'm not doing that on purpose. Yeah, okay, I'm about to mess up the order with this next one. Fake dating? Guys, where do you think it's gonna go? Like, be honest. Like, where do you think it's gonna go? Snow globe. First S tier. I love fake dating in books, in movies. I love watching two people pretend to date each other out of convenience and then, start to develop real feelings and get confused and be like, wait, but that was fake, right? Maybe they kiss and they're like, wait, but was that just like fake for show, or was that like real? I love it. I love it. And I know I've referenced it a lot, but in the last video, like, this is the trope of the holiday, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I just love it. There's something about it. It's like, it's realistic. I want to be in a fake relationship that turns real so bad. Anyway, okay, next. Someone has to choose between their family or their career. Lump of coal. Why can't you have both? That's literally all I'm going to say about it. Next, holiday festival rescue. If I'm being honest, and this makes me feel like a bit of a Grinch, but I'm putting it in stocking stuffer. Just because, like, if it's there, I'm fine with it. If it's not there, I'm not missing it. I know that it, like, brings people together. Everyone in the town has a common goal. They have to save the Christmas festival. The Christmas festival has to go off without a hitch so that they can save the town. Like, it's, high stakes probably, but not my fave. Next trope. First love is true love. So I'm thinking this is like, you dated when you were younger, or even if you didn't date, like, you were in love with them, you move away, get into other relationships, come back, and it's like, oh my God, I still love you, and it's true love. I think I'm gonna put this in hot chocolate. I really like it, but I don't think it's snow globe level. I think it's so cute. And I feel like it's really special because just like with friends, how they're like, oh, like having childhood friends is so amazing because when you get older and you get new friends, you can like tell them about your childhood and tell them what you were like, but it's not the same as like actually knowing you when you were younger. And I feel like it's the same for, first love is true love. Like if they knew you when you were younger and they still love you as an adult, that feels so special and cute. Okay, next trope, friends to lovers. This is going at snow globe. This is kind of similar to the last one, but I feel like for me, my ideal type of love is like being friends first, because otherwise I'm just confused about how you could even know that you like someone. I probably have something wrong with me, but it's like I want to like know, like I can't just be like, yeah, I want to date you. I don't know anything about you. I think with friends to lovers, it's so sweet because if you're truly friends first, you are compatible, like personality wise, you get along, you enjoy each other's company so much that then there's another layer where it's like, hey, maybe I like you as more than friends. Maybe I love you. I think that's so sweet. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends. Isn't in the cards for me. Neither is fake dating. Probably love in general is out for me. Okay, next trope. Somebody hates Christmas. I kind of want to put it in fruitcake. That's where my instinct is telling me to put it. Because to me, it makes sense that it would be there. Like, if someone hates Christmas, then you can spend the whole movie doing really Christmassy things to be like, don't you love Christmas? Because we have a Christmas festival and we can go ice skating and we can bake cookies. To try and convince that person that, like, Christmas is great. Also, I feel like I would be fine if everyone loved Christmas and we just did all those activities anyway. Like, we didn't have to prove to someone that Christmas was great, because I know that Christmas is great. I know it, you know it, everyone except that one character knows it. Okay, next, identity mix-up. I think identity mix up would be like the princess switch, where it's like two people switch places and then the people in their lives think they're like talking to one person, but they're actually talking to another person. I'm gonna put it in stocking stuffer. I don't feel strongly about it. I like the princess switch. Or should it be fruitcake? I really can't decide with this one. Okay, here's the thing. With identity mix-ups, I get really nervous the whole time because I know by the end the truth is going to come out and there's going to be some sort of fight where the person that was lied to is like, I can't believe you lied to me. I'm so mad. I don't even know you. When you know that like that third act fight is coming, it gives me a lot of anxiety. So should I put it in fruitcake? I'm going to put it in fruitcake. It's there, but I don't necessarily want it to be there. Okay, I feel confident about that. Jeez. Next trope. I'll be home for Christmas, doing whatever it takes to get home. I'm thinking, and truly, this isn't objectively bad. I'm gonna put it in stocking stuffer because objectively it's not bad. If the story is about someone like trying to make it home for Christmas, that could be kind of like a fun adventure. And there could be lots of like wacky hijinks along the way. So I'm going to put it in stocking stuffer because I wouldn't say that I feel strongly about it. I think if it's there, I'm not going to be mad about it. And if it's not there, I'm not going to miss it. Kind of just middle of the road, like, okay, thanks. Next trope, inherited property or business. So this could be like the Christmas inheritance, or I feel like it's a big thing to be like inheriting your family's farm. Maybe you're inheriting a Christmas tree farm or like a ranch or something like that. But to be totally honest, my instinct is also to put this in stocking stuffer. Again, I feel like it could create some interesting things. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel. Okay, actually, no. I'm putting inherited property or business in fruitcake. I know I said I love the Christmas inheritance, but that's not really about well, it is. It's called the Christmas inheritance. We're going to put it in stocking stuffer because I can't decide like if I should move it or not. When it's in a movie, I like it. If it's not in a movie, I'll be okay. Next trope is processing grief. Apparently, a lot of Christmas movies tackle like first Christmas with like a dead parent or sibling or family member or something, and that is going into lump of coal because the last thing I want to be reminded of at Christmas is grief. I want my Christmas movies to be cheesy and magical and an escape from reality. I do not want my Christmas movie characters processing grief. That sounds so sad. That's not a thing that I want at all. Even if it's just a grandparent, like, get it off my screen. We're in like a make-believe happy Christmas land. Next trope, innocent matchmaker. This is when it's like someone's kid or like a younger sibling, like an innocent little person matchmaking the two main characters. Honestly, I think hot chocolate. Because I think it's cute, and sometimes the two main characters need a little bit of a push. The first one that comes to mind for me for this one is A Christmas Prince, which I talked about in the last video. The main guy's younger sister is being tutored by the main girl, and she kind of like pushes them together. Sometimes you just need someone to like create a little scenario and be like, oh, so-and-so, why don't you go take so-and-so out to like the horse barn and teach her how to ride a horse, and it's sweet because like the innocent matchmaker just wants everyone to be happy and be in love, and I think it's cute. The next trope is real Christmas magic. So like there's real magic in this world. I think it's gonna go stocking stuffer. I've seen some movies where this happens. I don't feel any particular type of way about it. I think it can be fun, but it's not something that I love. And if it's there, I don't dislike it. I'm like, hey, Christmas magic. Like, we could all use a little more Christmas magic. Next trope, royal romance. I kind of want to put it in snow globe. Let's just put it there for a second and see how I feel after talking about it. So royal romance is like one of the characters is a royal, like a prince or a princess, and then, they fall in love with like a commoner. I think it tends to be really like magical and special because it always takes place in a castle. It's like elaborately decorated. There's snow outside. There's trees and lights and things everywhere. And I think it's like a dream. Like, that is so fun and magical. Yeah, I think it's gonna stay in Snow Globe. I think that's a perfect setting for like a holiday movie. Okay, the next trope is saving Christmas. This could be so many different things. Saving Christmas in a multitude of ways. I think I'm gonna put it in stocking stuffer. Like, just like where I put the holiday festival rescue, I just don't feel strongly about it. I really don't. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And if it was in a movie, I don't really think I'd care. Okay, next trope is secret royalty. So like there's a royal undercover, falls in love with a commoner, and then has to reveal like, oh, by the way, I'm royalty. Like, let's go back to my castle. I understand from like a royal's perspective that they want someone to fall in love with them and not their title. And so I understand the secrecy. I'm gonna put it in fruitcake. It's not like I hate it, so it'd be lump of coal, but to some extent, like, I like royal romance. I would like to be in the castle and see like the royal activities. And also, if your secret royalty is your relationship built on a lie, there's another conflict incoming. With things like that where someone is lying to the other person and I can just, like, because like that has to be resolved for them to be together, I just sit there. I sit there and I dread the third act conflict. And that's what we would get with secret royalty, so it's going in fruitcake. Santa is real. I'm putting this in fruitcake. Because I think most of the times that like Santa is real in a movie, it's just at the end. Like, Santa just comes in at the end and it's like, oh, I'm Santa and like I'm real. So in my mind, sometimes it is a little like, it's like a little removed from the plot. It's like they just tacked that onto the end to like include another trope. But it's in fruitcake because I don't mind it when it's done as like an old man with like a white beard, and it's kind of ambiguous throughout the movie. Like, he kind of seems like Santa, but Santa's not real. He's just like a wise old man giving the main character advice. And then at the end, it's like, oh my gosh, he is Santa. I don't mind that, but I feel like most of the time, it's just like randomly at the end, like, by the way, look at Santa. Fruitcake. And last but certainly not least, our final trope is the snowstorm trap. This is what it sounds like. There is a snowstorm, and our two main characters are trapped somewhere until the storm passes and like the roads are clear. And it's like, oh, it's so cold, and they have to like keep each other warm. Forced proximity. Okay, you don't even, it's going in Snow Globe. Let me tell you some of the times that this has been done super well. Last year, I read a book called Snowed In. Oh my God. Best Christmas book I've ever read. They got snowed in somewhere. Part of Christmas Inheritance, they get snowed in at the cottage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, in a Christmas cottage, part of it is like these two main characters get snowed in at a cottage. It's just so sweet. Like, forced proximity. They're only there with each other. They have to like talk to each other, and there's usually like heart-to-heart moments, and it's just so sweet and fun. I feel like this list tells you a lot about me. I feel like we could really dive in psychologically to my S tier tropes and like why I love fake dating, why I love friends to lovers, why I love forced proximity, and what that says about me. But we don't have time for that. This is a happy video. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I would love to know your favorite trope, and if you agree with this list or if you think I'm crazy and this was all wrong. I think I get worse at outros with every video I film. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Hey, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.